Alright, so let's talk about funeral processions. There's really, I mean, there's a few things to say about it, but it really should just be common sense to everybody. Hang on, let me get my glasses. Sorry about that. This just came up in my mind a few minutes ago on a Facebook posting. A friend that was making a comment about, funeral processions, and somebody asked him, said, "You mean you still pull over? You mean y'all pull over for those things?" She said, "We don't." He said, "Yeah." He said, "That's just because that's the difference in how we're taught versus how, we don't do it. We don't do that up here." He said, "Well, I guess that's the difference between how we're taught down here," which I guess he's referring to the South, "and how y'all are taught up there," which I'm guessing he's referring to up north. It shouldn't matter what part of the country. It should be respect across the entire board. What if it were you, and you were on that last ride? Or one of your family members, your wife, your husband, your child. Anyway, let's read about funeral processions. Funeral processions are indeed a deeply ingrained, respectful tradition serving as a solemn, orderly, and compassionate way to honor the deceased and support grieving families as they move from a service to a burial site. So, if you go to their funeral, but you don't get in the procession, but you say sorry for your loss, but yet you ignore the procession, then you're not sorry. If you can't respect the procession as you should, how can you say you're sorry for your loss? Showing compassion in their time of need is more than just words, it's actions. Let's continue. Proper etiquette, which includes yielding the right of way, not cutting into the line, pulling over, is a sign of empathy and respect for those navigating one of life's most dangerous moments. One of life's most challenging moments. And when they say giving respect, empathy and respect to those people, those are the ones that are left behind from the death. The survivors. From the immediate survivors to cousins down the line. Key aspects of respectful behavior toward funeral processions include yielding right-of-way, which means giving motorists should allow the entire procession to pass, even at intersections with green lights, as many jurisdictions grant them legal right-of-way. So if you were to get into an accident in a funeral procession, it's your fault, because you weren't supposed to be moving in that area. If you're given a ticket, then that means that was the law. Pulling over, safely pulling to the side of the road, even on the opposite side of a divided highway, shows consideration for the mourners. No disruption. Never interrupt, cut into, or try to pass a procession, as this is dangerous and considered disrespectful. Quiet demeanor. Avoid using the horn, yelling, or aggressive driving around the procession. You think that's funny? It had to have been done, or it wouldn't have been said. Somebody's pulled a lot of this crap. Procession etiquette. Participants should use headlights and hazard lights, follow the lead car, and maintain a safe distance. Yes, participants, the rules haven't changed for y'all either. Please turn on your headlights. at least, and or use your emergency flashers, your hazards, your four-ways, whatever you want to refer to them as, please, so that you can be recognized that you're involved in the procession, no matter where you're at in the line. Because somebody like me, when I'm pulled over, waiting for you guys to come on through. And I understand some cars have daytime running lights, so, then that kind of helps you out a little bit. But besides, the ones that don't, or the ones that still you have to put them on, that you have the option of daytime or putting them on manually. Either way, somebody like me that is going to be respectful, and I am going to pull over for the funeral, because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm looking for the last set of headlights in the line to know where the line's going to end. So I know when I'll be legally and safely and respectfully able to move forward to go on about my day. So please do that. Put your headlights on at least. If, better yet, since we got cars with daytime running lights and it's kind of hard to distinguish and you might be towards the end of the line, put your flashers on as well. That way we know for sure, yes, you're in this procession. Okay? It's really it's common sense. It's common sense. So, while it's not always mandated in every area, which it's not, it should be, but it's not, showing this courtesy is a widely accepted traditional sign of respect. So just because the law doesn't mandate that you're supposed to do this, just because it's not against the law if you don't, what's the harm in showing 5 minutes of respect? If it's a real big funeral, like a cop's funeral or a fireman's funeral, whatever, you still should be willing to pull over to respect cops and firemen. And if it's going to take 20 minutes, then so be it. Usually the news will let you know ahead of time. That way you can avoid that area. You don't want to go through there. You don't want to have to deal with that. Go a different way. Don't just be rude and ignore it. And I dare you in a cop's funeral or a fireman's funeral to try to pass them. And if it's not against the law, they will write your ass up. If cops are the ones that are escorting the whole thing and you pass them, oh, God help you. You will get pulled over for that one. And you'll deserve it. And you can try to argue your way out of it all you want to. You just might as well just go ahead and argue in court. The judge is going to laugh at you and tell you here's your fine, plus court costs. They may even tack on an extra fee for having to listen to your bitch ass. I was late. I had to hurry up. Well, you should have left sooner. Or you should have went a different way. Motherfucker. I know how some of you are going to be. I just know. You don't listen. You don't heed the warnings very well. You think you can just do whatever you want to do and it's going to be okay. And if it's not okay, screw you. Well, you know what? The one that's getting the screwing is the one that's having to pay the ticket. That's who got the real screwing. The one that decided to be belligerent and be narcissistic. And they got a ticket. Good luck with that. Anyway, guys, well, that's long enough. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. The cat videos getting some pretty good views. It'll probably grow. It'll probably just continually grow. Anyway, guys, love you. Appreciate you. Pray for us. We'll pray for you. I got another one I'll be doing. I don't know when I'll do it. Might not be till this weekend. I might have two that I'll be doing. So anyway, we'll just go from there and we'll see what happens. Take care, guys. And as always, in God we trust.